I thank the absolute truth and the universal laws of nature. I thank the universal laws of nature and the absolute truth for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. The divine mind knows, the divine mind shows all things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people of the struggle. Salute, salute, salute as you come on in. Please know that this is a safe space. Please know that this is a space of learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space of educating and being educated. Know that this is a space for questions, answers, solutions, comments, concerns, dialogue, intelligence. Know that this is a space of love. This is a space where we seek unity. We push for unity on a path towards true liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please put all contact information in the chat for the duration of class. Please put all funding information in the chat for the duration of class. Let's fund this war effort. Let's fund this war effort. Get the teaching app or something. I'm still under the weather. Let's get this right. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Please book an assessment with the contact information that's going to be in the chat. Yeah, if you don't know whether or not you have an anger issue, that's why you need an assessment. If the kids is terrified of you, if the boss don't want to say nothing to you, if the rest of the staff in the school ignores you in the break room, your ass might have an anger issue. So book an assessment, okay? If you or anybody you know is in need of domestic violence intervention or counseling, please book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of intimate relationship abuse advice, please book an assessment. Find out the warning signs, what you need to be aware of, okay? Things that should alert you to the possible conditions that you or a loved one may be under. Remember, the life you save could be your own. Listen, it's Friday. I'm far from 100%. But I have to get this in because this disturbs me. I have no idea why people are sending me the Bobby Womack story. I don't get it. Don't know why. Okay? I don't understand it. I'm 55 years old. Well aware of the story. Why is it trending? I have no idea. But we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. So tag your classmates, tag black women, tag black men. Maybe y'all want to get me to speak on relationships, love, and things of that sort, and how it relates to what? Liberation, and how we should move. A lot of y'all hot in the seat. Yeah, I know it. A lot of y'all need some answers. Yeah, I know it. But this is far removed from what our usual classes are. But since I have to, again, meet the demands, okay? We're going to build on it. We're going to build on it. And Nina, you might have a different outlook on it. I'm telling you. We acting like this is new, and we're acting as if this isn't ordinary behavior from people who are in oppressive conditions and have no true ownership over themselves. Okay? So tag your peoples. We getting in there. I see it's going to be a lot of 55s today. I see it's Friday and people cut school. Friday, people have cut class. I see it. I see it in the numbers in the chat. People cutting and they ass gonna get them 55s, boy. I tell you, a lot of people gonna fail this semester. I see it already. But I'm glad to see all our women folk is in the building. See, they know what time it is. They want to hear exactly what took place and how they should be treated. Okay? Yeah. So, who up in the building? We see T Green Tierra is up in. And let me tell y'all something, man. Some of my classroom assistants take very good care of me. Yeah. Just like Gina said when her mouth was swollen up, they take good care of me. Yeah. They take care of me, damn it. Sierra one of T Green is in the building. God knows. 144 is in the spot. Stone is up in it. See Blaze, take good care. See Blaze. Sniper, take care of me. Ken Williams, what's going on? Baddie's up in the spotty spot. Oh, she must have been traveling. Okay, Baddie's in the spotty spot. Nina Smile, what up? Jean-Pierre, what up? Mark Lewis, what's going on? Lovely lady is in the spot. Lay. Charles, what up? Mr. Mac, Yvette, TC. Y'all up in the spotty spot, huh? I see you. Philip Boom. Rookie Hauser. Nah, Rookie. Oh, you unsubscribing and subscribe again and hit notifications. You should get it. Okay? Yeah, try that. Yeah, Whoa, Mark Miller. What up? He's up in the spotty spot. Oh, yeah. Neef Buck, 55. Ooh. Yeah. Murder game. Yeah, y'all in the spotty spot. Hold on. Yeah, because sometimes I got to get my notes. And I have to take notes for this one. I had to really go up into my research bag because I don't understand it. I don't get it. Where you get this isn't a jacket, Mr. Mac. It's actually a shirt. Yeah, it's actually a shirt. I don't know where I got it from, but it's a Michael Kors joint. Sometimes I throw it on when I feel like I'm preparing for war. And when we're dealing with relationships, especially between melanated men and women, I'm at war because we have to be in a space where we dispel some of these narratives. Okay? We have to. You understand? Because we love each other. We really do. Intensely, intimately. But it gets discarded in all the bullshit that we go through. It really does. It really does. There's no hate. Okay? Happy birthday, Lulu. Salute. Peace and power. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? So, this story of Bobby Womack, for some reason, has been reinserted into the timeline. And when it's inserted in the timeline, I'm trying to figure out why this class, our class, pushes certain subjects in my direction. I'm like, y'all want me to talk about Bobby Womack? Why? Do y'all have some skeletons in your closet? Are y'all in a type of Womack situation? Are some of y'all women lonely now? Or some of you men's caught up in the spell of a cougar? I told y'all them cougars be marinating. Be careful. Keep telling y'all young men, if you don't know what you're doing, leave them cougars alone. They be sitting there marinating. Sometimes they be marinating 3-4 years. And young man, if you don't know your way around one of them type of women folk, she's gonna have you in a fit. Okay? You're gonna be in a fit. Nothing, I'm telling you, nothing more powerful than one of them cougars that been marinating a little while. Oh boy. If you're too young in age or mentality, she gonna take you through it. Yeah. Yeah, who are you holding? Okay? So now, I guess it's being reinserted because of certain situations and certain people in the entertainment industry. Maybe because of the allegations with Puffy and his sons. And, excuse me, the coincidental pieces that are in alignment with Epstein as far as young girls or younger girls. You understand? I don't know. But you see, I really believe that at least one aspect of the Bobby Womack story seems to get lost. It really does. So we're going to get into it. Bobby Womack, legendary soul singer, was discovered by Sam Cooke. Sam Cooke, king of soul, assassinated before his time. Okay? Assassinated before his time. If you don't know, we're going to get just brief. The son of a preacher. This is who Sam Cooke was. And in the political climate where we was dealing with coming out of Jim Crow and dealing with civil rights and things like that, he was very instrumental because of his political stance and refusing to play in the Deep South when it was segregated audiences. He was like, yo, we're not doing that at all. He owned his own work. You gotta put that out there. It wasn't no Grippergate action, okay? He had his rights to his publishing, his recordings, his company, and the ability to promote other artists, write for other artists, develop other artists, okay? And he was sharp up here, very intelligent, very intelligent. He read everything, you understand? But, and this is a big but, he was known to be a womanizer. And why is that important? Because it puts us in a frame of making an attempt to understand his wife's mentality. Okay? Now, for any black man back then, or even today, a heterosexual black man is always a threat. One who can command a space around black women who are the most powerful piece of energy on the planet. If you have the ability to swoon black women, you're a threat to everybody. You're a threat to the establishment. You're definitely a threat to any white supremacist. You are a threat to other black men who are not in their space, who are not sure of themselves. So black men, heterosexual black men who have that ability to reach deep inside the mind and soul of queens, you got problems. Now, you add into the mix that you can sing, that you're a talent, that you're good looking. Woo! You got enemies, baby. Okay? You got enemies. But you also have to be very disciplined in how you move. Okay? Gotta be. Gotta be. Because the women's is going to give it to you. Oh, yes, indeed. This isn't new either. Since the beginning of time, as we know it, women will give you a taste. Yeah, you ain't got to work hard for a taste if you are intelligent, polite, conduct yourself with integrity. Shit, it ain't hard to get a little taste. Women give you a taste before they give you a meal. They give you a shot before they cook for you. They'll give you a taste before they go up in that bag, before they go up in that purse. Shit. See, people don't understand the science of macking and things like that. You dig? Anybody, that's why you have to be disciplined. Anybody give you a shot. A woman to give you some tail. Yeah. Won't go in that wallet, though. So when you have women that'll do it all, go in that wallet, cook you a meal, give you a taste, and it's a mass amount of women where you can get on a stage, you are immediately a threat to any power structure. So as a womanizer, a known womanizer, in some essence of a relationship, of a marriage, and we have to always be careful when we make an attempt to look into people's spaces when you see that title of marriage or involved or engaged and things of that nature, because you really don't know what's going on, which is a proven fact in 2024. You see it all, right? I mean, we done watched some wild shit. We didn't even know R. Kelly was married. Yeah, for a long time, right? So you have to pull back before you make, excuse me, assumptions and judgment calls, because everybody's situation is different. You dig? So when we look at Sam Cooke, and when we look at Bobby Womack, and when we look at the wife, we have to be very careful, because even though I'm an older individual, the way they was moving back then can't compare to where I was moving as a young person, as me as an adult, and me now. They was moving wow. Y'all think this twerking and all that stuff that you're doing now is something? Nah. When you listen to the old blues music and funk and soul from back then, it's a hell of a lot going on. Yeah. So we have to be careful, and we must hold those who were in the know back then accountable for not expressing that. See, a lot of information was withheld. A lot of value systems was altered. A lot of people tried to sit as if they were in glass houses. But it was a lot of funky freak shit going on back then. So now Sam Cooke discovered Bobby Womack and his brothers when they were kids. They were young teens. Matter of fact, where's it at? I believe he discovered Bobby and him when Bobby was like 12. So let's imagine that. Because if we bring it to the current space, Puffy had Usher in his house when Usher was 12, 13. And exposed him to all type of stuff. Naked women and all that. Remember what he said on Howard Stern. So now let's take Sam Cooke, who discovered these boys, A&R'd them, made them a different type of group. Instead of the gospel, they got into secular music and exposed them to different things. Okay? So now if Sam Cooke exposed Bobby Womack to life on the road, to dealing with women, this is the first knowledge piece. Remember, I always tell you, you know what you know, you don't know any more, you don't know any less, and your understandings of what you know is going to be manifested in your actions. So if little Bobby was learning how to be a womanizer from Sam Cooke, remember, you took them away from their father. Sam Cooke is in a space, and in essence, Sam also taught his wife how to move because he was 18. His wife was 13. Oh, y'all didn't know that, did you? Oh, y'all didn't know that as he was leaving high school, she was coming in? Oh, y'all didn't know that, huh? Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. His wife, Barbara, was his teenage sweetheart. Yeah. She had their daughter, Linda, whose name is going to come back in, Linda Cooke, when she was 17. So where's Bobby getting his information from? This young man who's not only learning how to sing, not only being developed as an artist, but is also learning how to be a man. Learning how to be a man from his mentor. Excuse me, DeJuan Clark, salute for funding the war effort. Okay? Do you understand? He's an impressionable young boy. Very impressionable. You got him in his house. You have him on the road. Bobby's learning everything from Sam Cooke. So now, from 12 to 16, he's developing Bobby. And from 16 to 17, Bobby's getting a name on his own. But we don't know what's going on in that house. We don't know what's going on in the road. None of that is being explained to us. We are, and especially back then, you ain't have social media. People wasn't doing interviews on platforms. You had fan clubs where you may write a letter. It may take you 3 hours to write a letter. You mail it. It may take 2 weeks to get to the fan club and you never get it back. Wasn't no big fan magazines and shit like that. So we don't know what went on in the lives of entertainers unless we had somebody in our family that would put a bug in our ear. Yeah, Ray Charles been sniffing that dope. We went to see the Ray Charles and he wouldn't come out the damn room. He wouldn't come out the dressing room until he had that stuff. Yeah. B.B. King and them. See, I had peoples from the South that used to go to these things. And that's the only way you would actually know. Most of the time, we went on rumors. But they kept the image of those artists kind of clean. So now, from 12 to 16, Bobby is learning everything from Sam Cooke. Everything. So when Mr. Cooke is assassinated while Bobby's 18 going on 19, what happens? Everybody in that space crumbles. Let me read. When Mr. Cooke died, Mrs. Cooke was still numb from grief over her son's death and humiliated by the tawdry circumstances of her husband's. Because prior to Sam Cooke being murdered, assassinated, unalived, right? They lost a child, an 18-month-old son, drowned in a pool. So now we're dealing with this woman who lost a child, an infant child, who has a philanderer husband, who's on the road and all that type of stuff. We don't know, because again, she's a teenage mother and wife that's in the house most of the time. She's not on the road with them. She's doing what she can do. Okay? We don't know what her box does. We don't know how stressed out she is. We don't know how she's marinating. Do we? We don't know how she's marinating. We could see all of the trauma. Death of an infant, loss of a husband, and in the loss of the husband, the loss of the business and income as well. So at 19, 18 going on 19, the only solace who she reached out for was young Bobby. Okay, in his memoir, right? In his memoir, Bobby Womack, my story, Mr. Womack likened Ms. Cooke's proposal to a scene out of The Graduate. If you know what The Graduate is, it's that film, 1967. Yeah. Cougar. Right? Because Bobby didn't go after her. She went after young Bobby. And she was 29 years old. 29 years old. Several kids in the game. Pocket well seasoned and experienced, and at that point, marinating. I'm going to get this youngster. He's going to protect me. Okay? Okay? Because everybody talking about, oh, Bobby foul. Oh, Bobby foul. Oh, he's so foul. Yeah, he foul. Is he? He learned everything from this man who's not here. No telling what might have been going on when he might have been sitting in the cut. And Sam might have been because he was the man. As we see, Sam with Jim Brown, huh? Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, huh? How often was he home to take care of Barbara? How often did Barbara might have been putting the blows to old little young Bobby? Might have been. Remember, she was young, 17, having children. She proposed to young Bobby. So what does young Bobby do? Someone limited education. Someone who really, really grew up impoverished, found a way for him and his brothers, found a way to do what needed to be done, and then was discovered, and embraced by this man, this dynamic individual. Okay? Now, that's where we at with it. Subsequently, he's wearing Sam's clothes, marries what they call Sam's widow, does all that. Huh? But we are making a judgment call. Are we not? We're trying to make a judgment call when we don't have all the information. We don't. Not at all. We are making this call saying that young Bobby was foul, not knowing how many times he might have tried to push this cougar's advances away. But is he stuck or not? Is he stuck or not? 19 years old. Your mentor, label, company owner has just been assassinated publicly for what many say is political reasons because he was the first to do his thing and own his stuff. Where was Bobby going to go? What did she say to him in the proposal? Now, where does it get foul? It gets foul because they say young Bobby five years later was caught in the bed with his stepdaughter, Linda. Now, what's the age difference between Linda and Bobby? Salute, salute. Hood Central highlights. Much appreciated. What's the age difference? Because we're looking at the fact that that was his stepdaughter. We also have to look at the fact that he was 10 years younger than his wife. What we have to take into account too is that Linda was getting marriage proposals since she was 13 from who? From one of Bobby's brothers. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? Did you know that one of Bobby's brothers, one of Bobby's brothers was so far into Linda Cook as he was 17. Okay? He was 17. She was 12 going on 13. He trying to propose. Yeah, babies. Exactly. This is what was going on back then. Because, excuse me, if Sam Cooke did it to his wife Barbara, and this is going on and on, this is common. Okay? This was common. Now, yeah. Now, she didn't take to that proposal, of course, as a teenager, no. But she later married him, and that's who Womack and Womack is. It's not Bobby. No, it's his little brother, Cecil, and his stepdaughter, Linda. Oh, yeah. Yes. So, in the space of that, let's get even deeper. Okay? James Brown, known as the godfather of soul. James Brown, womanizer, abuser, light with his hands, was 30 years old. 30 years old. Started dating Tammy Terrell. She was 17. Lied in her mama face and said, no, I got her. She could come on the road with us. She's a great talent. Nothing bad is going to happen to her. All the while, digging her young box out. Oh, yeah. 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 So much so, not only was he digging her out, he was beating her, beat her bloody. Several times. And as a 17-year-old, had the knowledge to say after one of those beatings, I'm up out of here. And ran to who? David Ruffin, who was whipping her down too. A young girl, 17, 18, 19. Old dudes in the music industry. Beating her up, these young girls, beating her up. Not only beating them up, but having some type of form of sex. How can you have sex, make love to somebody who just gave a black eye or bloody nose? That's sadistic. But it was common. Because if James did it, what was the chances that David would do it? But James Brown knew Sam Cooke and praised Sam Cooke's voice and ability to command the stage. He said, if I had a voice like Sam Cooke, I wouldn't be dancing as much as I am. But what did they have, excuse me, in common? Hands on women, hands and feet. So what is young Bobby picking up? Bobby Womack don't know nothing else but that. That's all he knows. Sing, dance, a one, a two, a 1, 2, 3, write music, sing, dance. But when it comes to relationships and how you relate to women, beat. They know that. Tammy Terrell left James Brown, ended up with David Ruffin, who beat her so bad, a lot of them is blaming him for her brain tumor years later. Yeah, because he hit her in the head with a motorcycle helmet. Excuse me. Oh. So now, what is the shift? I mean, as far as on record, we have not heard or seen of Bobby Womack beating up on Barbara Cook. So in his learning, he didn't pick that up. Right now, we can charge him for the freakiness that he might have had with somebody who he should have considered a daughter, but in the age proximity and in the trauma and abuse that he went through, we don't know his frame of mind. We do know, though, that in the course of that trauma, he said Barbara introduced him to that cocaine. Yeah. Oh. So we still want to come down on old Bobby Womack? Hmm? Hmm? Do we? Old cougar. Well experienced. Seasoned and tenderized. Put that thing on him and gave him some of that white stuff. So not only did he think he was in love, huh? Let me see. He said, if you promise to give me 5 years, Miss Cook, I will give you a lifetime. You know, whatever you need to do, I just need you to walk me here. Promising this old cougar that he's going to love her down. Yeah. And she gave him a habit. So now he's addicted to that cougar snatch. He's addicted to that white stuff. And he's in an industry trying to navigate because they blacklisted him after that. Where we going now? Where we going? Why is this coming back in timelines? Excuse me, what are we doing here? I need to know. What are we doing here? Okay? Shh. Yeah. It sounds messy until you go deep. It sounds messy until you think about what traumatized you. It's messy until you start to look and try to figure out your children, your sons, your daughters, your nieces, your nephews, and what kind of position they would be in. Huh? Yeah, and she clapped him. Yeah. Yeah. Got him hooked on that box, got him hooked on that white stuff, and then clapped him. Yeah. Yeah, shit whizzing by his head. Come on now. But in these, because this is TikToks they sending me, these are all type of things that they just, in the timeline, like, what are we doing here? We even got O-Face. I seen somebody send me an O-Face talking about Bobby Womack. What? Come on now. What is the mentality of a young person coming up and you're being guided in a certain direction? Thank you, Maya, for the new sub. What is his mind state? What is his mind state? I don't know. But in all the mess, they still kept in touch with him. In a recent interview, Sam Cooke's brother, L.C. Cooke, very instrumental in writing a lot of the material, songs, producing, said, can you talk about Bobby Womack? This is the question. L.C. Cooke, Let me tell you about Bobby. He passed on a Friday morning. That Thursday, he was talking to his brother, Friendly, who was also very famous at the time. And Bobby asked him when was the last time he had talked to me. That's Sam Cooke's brother. Okay? Yes. Marcus Anthony, what's up? Much appreciated. Okay? Friendly said he had called me a few weeks prior, but I was in the hospital, so he didn't know. But he said LC didn't call back. Bobby told him, call LC Friday and see if he's all right and call me back and let me know. So, see, I was one of the last people that Bobby was even thinking about before he passed. You dig what I'm saying? So now, Sam Cooke's brother, decades later, still in communications with Bobby Womack. So now, you see that connection? That connection is there. So he is learning everything from Sam Cooke. Okay? Now, the same question, is being asked. Talk about James Brown. There was a point in his career that you played an important part. L.C. Cooke, Sam Cooke's brother. I met James Brown the same day he cut the song Please, Please, Please. I was touring with the Magnificents, and we were playing in Cincinnati, Ohio. Ruth Brown was a headliner. Bo Diddley was on the show also, and several others. We had just left the Apollo Theater in New York. We get to Cincinnati, and here comes James Brown. He comes up to me and says, can I sing a song in your show? So, Sam Cooke's brother asks Ruth Brown. Ruth says, go ahead and let him sing it. James Brown never forgot that. James Brown, Sam Cooke's brother, and Sam Cooke was okay. Tight. So Sam Cooke, like men do when they're around people who they are alike with in the industry and in life, because men were men back then. Men spoke with men as men should speak back then. So if James Brown is putting hands and feet on women, and Sam Cooke is a womanizer, what can we expect young Bobby to be other than a womanizer? Huh? Excuse me, I need to know that. This is how they move. Now, again, we said James Brown put the beats on Tammy Terrell. She goes to David Ruffin. David Ruffin put the beats on her. We know of almost every soul singer from back then that had a problem with their hands when it comes to black women. Very light in their hands. Okay? We ain't hear Bobby going through none of that. We know Al Green had a problem with his hands. But, here we go. Sam Cooke was also friends with James Brown. Huh? And we know Jim Brown's hands and feet on women folk. Do we not? Let's not go there. But let's stay with James for just a quick minute, because people might not know that. James Brown is considered by many as a musical genius, but he was also an abusive man who reportedly found nothing wrong in dating 17-year-old Tammy Terrell when he was 30. Terrell was an exceptional singer who lived a short life that unfortunately was riddled with tragedy, including abusive relationships. Her first documented experience of domestic violence was with the man known today as the godfather of soul. The singer's sister, Ludi Montgomery, would later recall a time when she and their mother went to visit Terrell in New York and found Brown in her bed. Montgomery said she and her sister and their mom had gone on a shopping spree when they returned to meet the worrisome sight. We entered Tammy's room. We saw that James Brown was sleeping in Tammy's bed. He woke up abruptly and greeted us politely and left. Montgomery recalled that their mother was upset, but Brown's assistant, Gertie, assured her she was keeping an eye on Terrell. As it turned out, Gertie was either utterly ignorant or very skilled at telling lies. Not only was Brown carrying on a sexual relationship with Terrell, but he was also hitting her consistently. Beating her bloody. So you got James Brown, you got David Ruffin, you got Sam Cooke. And I don't even have to throw in Al Green in them. And now when you go outside of music, they was also friends with Jim Brown, who was light with his hands his whole life. Again, if these are the examples of what we are noticing, how do we look at little Bobby Womack? If that's what he's learning. Because y'all say that these kids is out here that's drilling, learn from the bangers. And the bangers learn from other individuals. Everything trickles down. Right? So who was teaching young Bobby how to conduct himself in the face of trauma? How to love in spaces where he might not understand what love was. He did what that woman told him to do. He did what that woman asked him to do. Because when them cougars start cougaring, ain't too much a man can do, especially a young man. Oh, y'all don't like that, huh? Quiet in the chat now, huh? Yeah. Think I didn't know about them cougars when they cougar. Yeah, I know. 18 years old. A young 18-year-old Bliz had 39-year-old putting the wows on him. 39. I ain't been right since. See, a cougar, I still get the damn shake. Since. Talking about. You talking about? Damn it. You get what I'm saying, man? He didn't do nothing to no Barbara Cook. She proposed to him. See the cover of Jet magazine. The cover of Ebony. She said this is what Sam would have wanted. She said it. Not Bobby. Is it any different from now? As we see Drea Mitchell, 39 years old, with a 20-something-year-old NBA dude. As we see Keisha Cole, she got to be 40. 20-something-year-old rapper. Taking that cougar stuff and just throwing it. Damn it. You act like these cougars is victims. Because they not. They not. They know exactly what they doing with that thing. Now, I want you to picture that because, again, this is the conversation. Excuse me. This is the conversation when they looking at these NBA players, NFL players, right? And some of the dudes, who I keep telling y'all, these are young girls. Doesn't matter what they doing or how you see them. And the money doesn't shift it. These are young people. You're not supposed to be around them in that capacity. So when dudes are saying, yeah, Angel reached this, and this one is that. And when they was doing it with Skylar Diggs, yo, she bad. And when they was even doing it with Serena, and she was only 19, 20. And you oogling and ogling. They're kids. Naomi Osaka and all these other ones, they're kids. And when the women is looking at LeBron, and Jason Tatum, even D Rose, remember they tried to catch D Rose on, they tried to catch him on basketball. Was it Basketball Wives or Love and Hip Hop? Derrick Rose was on there. He got the hell up out of there. Okay? So what was Sam Cooke wife doing with Bobby Womack? Did she see him as a 19-year-old, or did she see him as a grown man who learned from Sam and said, you're going to take care of this thing when it needs to be taken care of, and you're going to do your thing in the music, and I got you, young man. Huh? Just take care of mama. I'm going to marry mama and put on Sam's suit. Y'all really think that this young dude, that he just concocted all that on his own? So why is it viral right now? What are we doing? What are we doing bringing that old shit back up? Do we really want to go digging the bones of how our people was getting down? Or are we wrong for being a generation that stiffened up and got our ass all tight? Because in a certain space, 70s, 80s, and 90s, somewhere, we stiffened up. So, no, you can't do this, can't do that. Nope. Where did we learn those values from? The old phase? Because we know they be going up in their daughter's bedroom. We see how these little old fake Karen teachers is running up on these kids. They just knocked another one who just came out of jail. Went back. Messing with more students. Threatening them. Cyberbullying them. Oh, you sent me that picture. I'm going to do this. Come to the house. In 3s and 4s. And Karens is scooping up 3 and 4 students. Coming to the house. So we can't say that you are upholding a value system based on Christian rules and values, because them old phase is crazy with it. Yeah. They running plunges in people. You think you just get that? You think you just become a cop and you run a plunge up in somebody? You think them boys that was tortured in Mississippi and them cops just copped out to that? Learn that from being an officer? No, that's inbred in them. That's in their DNA. That's that lack of melanin that make you a sexual deviant. So how do we function? What is an African principle of relationship and sex? Do we know it? Where do you get these values from? These morals? Because all that should go out the window if the other person has a bag. If your ass is 40 with 2 or 3 kids and LeBron pull up and say, listen, I got a year's rent for you. Come around this corner real quick. Does it go out the window? Does it go out the window? How many of you married men are going to chuck all that shit out the window and Beyonce roll up and say, get on this horse. We getting ready to go to Cartertown. And I'm going to give you a few dollars. You thinking about the wife then? Huh? Where's your value system at? Come on, don't come talk that garbage to me, man. We get in this class. You going with Miss Carter to get a few dollars? Or you going to say, nah, my wife wouldn't agree to that, man? Huh? So I'm trying to figure out why this is viral. What's really going on? Bobby, whoa. Come on. Nah. Yeah, they gonna go with Miss Carter. Yeah, they gonna go with her. Don't know if she got the monster or nothing. They gonna go. Because they never posed that question. See, I pose it all the time. It's the type of stuff we used to do behind the wall to see if somebody was going to come back, if they was ready to go home. So I'm asking for real, right now, what it's going to be. Because y'all lust, y'all look after him, y'all think that everything is about the bag. Huh? What was Bobby Womack faced with when that woman said, listen, you are going to be mine. And she's 29. I want you to look at the 60s and 70s, a 29-year-old and an 18-year-old. I'm telling you right now, in the 80s, as an 18-year-old, man, I thought somebody at 29, I gave them the utmost respect. That's an older person. When did that shift for me? When I was in the service and I'm seeing that 29, 30, 32-year-old married women was trying to give me that thing every time their husband wasn't around. I was like, damn, this is how adults get down? This is how y'all rap? Damn. It shifted my whole idea of what it meant to be an adult. So what was Bobby faced with? No mentor. And the whispers of what happened to Sam Cooke. Was Bobby threatened as a protege? Remember, 50 Cent was Jam Master Jay's protege. Jay taught him how to structure songs. When Jay was assassinated, police surrounded 50 told him, you can't come around. We got to make sure you safe. Because we don't know if whoever did that to them is looking for you. So whoever did that to Sam Cooke could have been looking for Bobby Womack. Was he scared? Did he seek solace as much as she needed somebody? And did she say, well, listen, if you going to be here, Bobby, you's a man now. And you got to do what a man does for a woman like me. We don't know. We wasn't there. The only thing now that look funny to us that we could charge him with is him ending up with Linda. We don't know where that came from. We don't know if little Linda tried to get up on him. We don't know. Understand. Oh, yeah, it gets deep. It gets deep when you start to dig in. I always pose questions that don't have no answers to make you think. Damn it, what would you do? Beyonce pull up on her white horse and say, listen, man, I've been on the road for a while. I ain't seen no loving. Sir, I got a bag for you. If you come around this corner and take care of this thing, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, man? I'm talking to you dudes. What y'all gonna do? Married dudes? Involved dudes? Oh, Oprah and Gail come around and catch you at your job. Hey, you, come here. You know who we are. We got something for you. Come on over. What you gonna do? You better be firm in how you conduct yourself. Because I always tell people, damn it, if you do it for $1 million one time, you do it 1,000,000 times for $1. Do you hear that? If you do it one time for $1 million, you do it 1,000,000 times for $1. Hey, lovely ladies, a little much appreciated for the super chat. Come on now. We don't play games around here. So when you send me things, I'm going to speak on it. But we're going to have a clear-cut perspective. We're not going to demonize and run with false narratives and information that is half, and we don't know the whole truth. When it comes to that, especially when it comes to that, affairs of the heart, we're watching it. We're watching it. Because when you start to believe in a false narrative, you could get caught up. You can get caught up. And then you're looking real silly. You dig? So please, you can send me things. But I got to keep it all the way 1,000. I don't know what Bobby was thinking about. I really don't. Much appreciated. You dig? I don't know. So again, listen. Don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. As I struggle through class today. I'm telling you, I'm so under the weather. Listen, Yeah, y'all know y'all need more video breakdowns, but what can I do? Find specific joints that we can really go in on. You know? And then again, like I said, time. I don't have time right now, at this second. I would love to do it. I don't have time to do it because, again, I'm not 1,000%, so I won't be able to eat today. Your grandmother grew up with Sam Cooke, Mark? Damn. That's what's up. What you take back, Titan? Take what back? I'm trying, Darry. I'm trying. Listen, man, listen. I don't like it. I don't know where it came from. So, you know, it is what it is. I got to work through it. I can't not do this. I'm making an attempt to, but again, this is what allows me to get in contact and remain in contact with those who may need the services. Remember, I'm an independent shooter here. Yeah. And I'm still running a family, a community. I got to do what I got to do. So I just make sure I don't come on looking too crazy, you know. Can't come back looking like Lou again or you know, goddamn Frankie Beverly or some, you know. And then y'all be like, well, damn, what the hell's the matter with him? I had all that. This is raw ginger, honey, all that. Still, I need some soup. Send me some so I can go get some idle soup from the yard man them. That's what y'all do. That's what y'all do. Send me some so I can go get some soup. Damn it. Okay? The yard man them have fish soup right there. I could go right to Utica and get something that knock it right on out. Y'all sure got a lot. Well, damn it, bring some through. Now, I'll meet you somewhere. Bring a bowl of soup. Now, I'll drive up and meet your ass. Hmm? Hmm? What's that, Mr. Warbucks? What's that? DM me. Man, I don't know what that is. Who's my favorite rapper? Come on now, you must be new to the class. Ghostface Killer. Rum? Man, I don't drink. The hell y'all about to get me to take me off the wagon? I ain't had a drink since 1993. The hell's the matter with y'all? Where's nephew Jamaican rum? Let me ask my landlord if they got that. I don't drink. I ain't drink since 93. A cap full. A cap full? You gonna have me run outside and punch somebody right in their head. I can't do, man. Last time I had a drink, I done beat somebody up. Beat them up. Bad. I had a drink since then, since I came back from the army. Y'all trying to get me drunk. Did I just tell y'all people could be a bad influence? I just told y'all about the Bobby Womack. That lady put that stuff on him, gave him that well-seasoned, thorough, gave him that loving, and put that powder on him. And now here y'all are trying to give me a cap full of rum. What's the matter with y'all? God damn it. The hell? Always want somebody all liquored up. Man. No, man. No, I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't know Andrew Tate. I don't know him to think anything about him. Don't know him at all. Ask him what he thinks about me. I don't know him at all. How's the weather? A little sun, but it's misty and raining. He could be a good man. I don't know nothing about him. A good man is making sure that my people are liberated. You dig? A beer a day? I was never a beer drinker. I didn't like beer. All my homies drink 40s and 40s by the case. I couldn't stand beer. It always made me feel full. I don't like that. So I was on that naughty head. 72 degrees in DC? The hell's the matter with, boy, these trolls be coming. I noticed they come to troll, but they don't never drop nothing in that green screen. Never. Ain't that the funniest shit? You get mad trolls. They could troll your page, but they don't never troll that damn Cash App. Guarantee you that. They don't do that. Not a green screen the first, but they could come and play games. For real, for real. So again, thanks for funding the war effort. To those who did, book your sessions, your assessments. To those who haven't, hopefully we can get another class in later on as I try to be a little bit more presentable. You dig? But hey, stop feeding into the bullshit of the past. Okay? A lot of situations were not real. You live in South Africa? Salute. Salute, Top G. Thank you for joining our class. Make sure you let a lot of people know that you were here and that you enjoyed this class. I would definitely appreciate South African support. Zimbabwe, Botswana, all that. Okay? You're Indian? I don't care who you are. You in South Africa? Much appreciated. Come on back to class. Subscribe and sign up for the notifications. Y'all got Cash App in South Africa, don't you? Indians use Cash App, don't you? Y'all some of the first. So yeah, come on back. And go back and watch some of our previous classes so you can get the best content that you've seen on YouTube, period. This class is where it's at. Okay? Matter of fact, I got to check on one of my Zimbabwean peoples. England is in a spotty spot. What up, Lewis? Salute. All right. That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, I'm telling you, before you come back, make sure you watch previous classes so you can catch up, so you're not thrown off by our slang and what we say, okay? Metal face, you got 55. Coming up in here mad late. Yeah. Okay, peace, Kenny Mac, DC's finest. Later on. Okay? And y'all fund the war effort on y'all way out. Okay? Yeah, you got a 55. Yeah, metal face, 55. All right, Cookie. Yeah, nah, you 55. Keep acting up, you're gonna get a 50. I don't know what you doing? Coming around here, we 80 minutes in. You strolling. I told you they gonna be cutting class today. It's Friday. And if it's 72 in DC, it might be 80 degrees somewhere else. So they cut class today, smoking them little weeds and all that. And now want to stick their head in. Alright, 55, damn it. I'm playing with y'all. Coming on up in here like that. $80 in Vegas. Oh, Cookie, you in Vegas? So you got a year-round tan. You just be brown, huh? Oh, they didn't give you no notice, metal face? Look, you got to do what everybody else has been doing. Unsubscribe, resubscribe, and press the notifications. Or hit me on IG so I can put you in the group. So when I'm getting ready to go, you got it. Football fan 019. Good day to you. What's good? All right, let me get out of here, y'all. Fund the war effort on your way out. Tap that screen. See Blades, sniper extraordinaire. Peace. 55 gang, get y'all grades up.